You ready to break through some limiting beliefs, some self-imposed limitations? Let's see what we can work through here in this video. Kids are home for the weekend, so they're making noise behind me. That's usually one of my excuses. My limiting beliefs is I can't do these things with all that noise in the background. So I'm gonna work through those too. As I'm shuffling, I keep looking at one of my crystals. It's a Red River Selenite. So it has these really beautiful little points to them where it looks like it's so fragile, but they grow in like clay-like mud, like very, very thick mud. And somehow they're not broken. Like they come out just so beautiful with all these little points. Like this is, to me, if I were to think about it, that would be one of my limitations. Like, how does that grow in there? How do you dig it out without everything breaking on there? How does that happen? But they're divinely protected. They're guided. They're energetically protected, just like you. So this is about standing strong and being your unique self, knowing that you'll always be protected, even in environments where you think might be a limitation of some sort. So let's see here. So there's a lot with like being scared to be authentic. The more I tap into that energy, the more it's like, I'm so scared to. It's like, this is who I want to be, or what I want to say, or this is what I believe in, but what if people don't believe in that? And it's not about taking value away from you if other people don't see things the way that you do, or if they don't have the same opinions as you. It's just a frequency, that's it. I saw a video the other day where they had like a deck of cards, and they gave one person one card. So let's say I give you like a 4 of hearts, and then I take a card and it's like a club of some sort. We're not energetically matched. It doesn't mean that you're any less or I'm any less than. It's that I'm a club, you're a diamond or a heart, or right? Like it's just not a match. It's an energetic frequency. So if you think of it in terms of that, where I can be my authentic self and put that out there and put out who I am, and it'll attract people that are on that same match. If I'm a heart, I'm going to attract all the other hearts, right? But you have to be authentic to put yourself out there. You can't just be like, oh, I'm a little bit one of the red, like a heart or a diamond, and just put that out there, because if you attract a diamond, then when you start being yourself, then you're going to have that push, that disconnect. So the more you can be your authentic self, the more the right people are going to find you. Whereas if you were to stand proud and be like, hey, I'm a heart, where are the rest of the hearts? Then they can find you more quicker, easier. So let's see what else we're working through. This is part of your journey. Working through one limitation at a time. As you are triggered or figure out what is holding you back, then okay, now I can set my course straight again and focus on what is it that I'm working towards, or what do I believe in? What is my focal point? And then, you know, we're meant to be spiritually elevating and working through those. But I see this being a journey. Like I see you're taking off in a different direction that's unfamiliar to you by becoming who you are. But the learning along the way, the triggers, the fears, the doubts, all those limitations, the more you look at them and kind of cancel clear them. And I see them being like a firework. You know, when you see them, it's like, oh, there's that energy of like, what is that? But then as you work through it, once you have like that aha moment that everything makes sense, to me, it's like a firework, and it just, poof, and it goes away. And you're like, oh, perfect. Then you go on your little trail again until you maybe come up to another one. But it's all part of the journey. It's all part of the process. It doesn't mean you're on the wrong path. It doesn't mean you're doing the wrong things. Sometimes those limitations can be people that have lower vibrations, different frequencies, people that are clubs, not hearts. This is about you gaining strength, having the strength to be yourself, to be unique. I even see like the beautiful color of her hair is like, it's unique. It's her, it's you. So having that strength to be like, this is who I am, that's going to help you also find find the rest of your path. So the 10 of Wands here, to me, I see this being like you've got all these different skills or all these unique traits about yourself or things that you want to be going after, and you don't have to carry them all, but what is the next one? If jumping into being something totally different is too scary, that's okay. Then you take one thing. Okay, maybe I'll tiptoe, I'll dip my toe in the waters and start with one different thing and then work my way up from there. So for me, when I first started coming out with my spirituality, I've been talking to spirit as long as I can remember. Spirit, fairies, I've been reading tarot cards as long as I can remember. But that, over time, I guess I lost a lot of friends. People thought I was weird and crazy, which, yeah, I get it. So when I first started coming out with my spirituality, I started with something a little more mainstream. So I started off with Reiki, putting out Reiki. And then I kept the other stuff quiet for a while until I built my confidence enough to be like, okay, I'm also reading tarot cards. And then I built my confidence with that. And then I was like, okay, I'm also coming out with mediumship. So that's kind of, if you look at it with your, with yours, it could be, I don't know, let's say you're creative, you do paintings. Maybe it's too scary to like have a big website and put your paintings out there. Maybe you start small. Maybe you just do like a little Facebook page and start a little bit smaller, selling quietly behind the scenes. There was a client I read for a few months ago where there was a similar situation, and spirit showed me to say to them, I'm trying to remember exactly how it was. Oh, to have their business stuff that they were scared, oh, how are people going to judge me because they don't know that I've been doing this for so long, and they're going to think, oh, that's so different than what you normally do. And this client was really scared to like put that out there, and how is everyone going to judge me? And spirit said, well, make a Facebook page or a social media page that's totally separate from family and friends, where they have no idea, where it's not tied to you. So you're putting it out there more to strangers to build your confidence, and then from there, then maybe some of your friends and family will start to find your page, and then you'll build your confidence from there. So it'll look different for everybody that's watching this. It'll be a little bit different, but start small if you're too scared to jump in and be like, here I am with all these other different things, or jumping into something really big. I love this. I'm hearing this is your calling. I'm hearing the beat of the drum being like, this is your calling. I feel a connection to Mother Earth. Like for me, when I ground, I can feel like her heartbeat. I can feel the beat of the earth. I feel like this is part of it, but when you're connected to your true essence, to who you are authentically, then you also, it's almost like that beat of the drum is like a beacon for other people to find you. So the other thing I see is not being scared. Like, don't worry about who's around you or how they're going to view that, but sing your song. What does that look like to you? Like, that's your creativity, your passion, that's your soul speaking. Again, I was going to put that card down, but then I was drawn to all these arrows that you carry. Again, to me, that's like you've got all these skills or talents or dreams. Like, these are all these different things that you carry, and they don't want you to be scared to put that out there. Don't be scared to be seen or heard. A lot of times that's where people get like anxiety, because they're holding back, they're not being who they are. So your soul is speaking to you, your soul is guiding you, gently nudging you to be yourself. And a lot of times we forget who we are, or we don't fully understand it because we're not embracing it yet. So for me, with reading tarot and talking to mediums and talking to spirit and fairies, that was too scary for me to come out with, because my whole life I was looked at different and lost friends and stuff. So spirit knew I had to start smaller. So that's where I came in with Reiki. And then Reiki was kind of like my dipping my toes in the water. So I'm also seeing this is just you finding other supporters, and it might look different than what you're expecting. You might not be thinking that strangers will totally embody or embrace what you're putting out there, but they're saying, what's the worst that could happen? So I hope this brings you the courage and the confidence to step into your authenticity today. What is that next step? Start today. Start making a list. Start journaling. What would that look like by removing all the barriers, the fears, the doubts, the worries? What would that look like? Entertain it for a bit. Sit with it. Feel it. Hope that helps. Love you. Bye.